right, trying this again because the first time I made some math mistakes that I didn't notice until I started uploading, and the second time I forgot to turn my mic back on. So let me just clear all this out. I should have done this before I started recording. That's okay. That's fine. We're just gonna roll with it. Here, let me just. All right, that'll do. So, just real quick, you know how the binary works? It's base 2, and the two numbers that you're working with are 0 and 1, which is easy because it's like a yes no thing. You're either using the numbers or you're not. So, if you got a number like 147, this is the one that we're going to work with right now. 147, it's within the limit, so it can be expressed with binary. So it falls within this range. Gonna put it here in this spot. One. 147 minus 28. That is 19. So you don't need the 64. You don't need the 32. You need the 16 because 19 falls within that range. So it's a 1. 19 minus 16, you're only working with 3 more, so you don't need the 8 or the 4, but you do need the 2 and the 1. So I'm just gonna. Okay. I wonder how that sounds on the mic. Anyways, so looking at it, it's pretty straightforward, but 147 is 10010011. Hexadecimal being base 16 means that you're working with 16 possible numbers. So these just ramp up as you see exponentially, of course. I mean, this one is 2. It's just exponents of 2, while this is of 16. So we went over the whole 0 through 9 and then A, B, C, D, E, F. Get rid of this number. I don't know why that's still there. That was from the attempt where my mic was off. So going hexadecimal, 147 falls within range of this 256 and 16. The question is how many times? So using a calculator is easy because you can just do 147 divided by 16. And like you're doing long division, you just want to record the whole number, and then you are working with the remainder. So the way you can get the remainder is just 9 times 16. 9 times 16 is 144. That's what we are subtracting from 147, which is easy because that's 3. So that's a quick one. 147 is 93 in hexadecimal. Now doing a little bit messier of a number. Let's try 2,147. What? Sure. 2,147. That looks so goofy the way it's. Whatever, I'm leaving it. I don't care. I do care, but not enough to figure out. I don't know how to like tag the text fields after I've made them on Paint. Lesson for another day. So 2147 falls within this range. The question is how much. Just eyeballing it, it looks like it's going to be 7 times. 2147 divided by 256. Oh, it's 8. Okay. That's a good thing I used the calculator. It's well over 8, too. Come on, Justin. 8. 256 times 8. 2,048. 2147 minus 2,048. And you're working with 99. 16 goes into 99 6 times. Makes 96. Which, again, leaves 3. So 2,147 definitely can't be expressed in binary, but in hexadecimal, that is 863. 000000863, really. Now let's make it even uglier. $58,742,147. It took me a second to realize what that number is because they're all different. Oh well. Yeah, 58 million falls between the 16 and the 268. So that's probably going to be 3 times. 58, 742,147 divided by 16, 777, 216, 3. So then we get the 16 million again times 3 just to get the nice, neat number. And that is what we are subtracting from the starting number. Once it lets me do that. Copy, paste. Minus. Now what is it doing? What is it doing? Paste that. Minus what we got from this. That's what we're working with. 8 million goes between this range, so that's probably going to be another 8 divided by 1,048,576. Just go into the next spot over here. It goes in again 8 times. So it's tedious, but I'm typing this same number again times 8 to get that nice clean number. And that's what we're subtracting. So yeah, 8, 410, 499 minus this. And you get 21,891. Does not fit in this range, so 0. How many times does 4,096 fit into it? Maybe 5? Yeah, I think it's 5. I'm certain it's 5. Oh, I forgot to get rid of those. Hold on. So yeah, 5. 4,096 times 5 is 20,480. 21,891 minus 2,480. 1411 5. Yeah, it should be 5 times. 256 times 5 is 1,280, I believe. Yeah. So 1411 minus 1280 is 131. Let's see if I can do that one in my head. 80 plus 32 is 112. So I think this can go in 8 times. Divided by 16. Yeah. 16 times 8 is 128. And the number we were working with before is 131. So that leaves 3 left over. So 303805583. Let's try it out. 58742147. 58742417. Is that what it was? I already forgot it. The heck. 58742147. 305583. 3805583. So you don't need the zero in front. That's good to know. But yeah. So that is the process that I would have done to reach that answer. I basically treat it like long division, where you're finding the place, the biggest number that fits into it, and like how many times it fits, and then you're working with the remainder to do the next part, and you work down and down and down until there is no remainder left. It's definitely more complex because, base 16. And I don't know if I mentioned this in this recording because I've been recording a few of these, but in this slot here, 7 is the highest number you can do and still get a positive integer. So the 7 FFFFF adds up to that. And if you do an 8 or anything like that, like I know for sure that all F's is -1, which makes no sense to me. Unless they're just like starting in the opposite order, but then like how many negative combinations can you have then? Unless you're literally just doing it in reverse, but anything, you're still only working with 5 numbers here that you can start with. So, I don't know. It's weird. I haven't learned that part of it yet. This is just, I wanted to show you how I was doing the math for the numbers we had made up in class. Yeah, if you made it this far, I also want to let you know that Mr. Ray said none of this was going to, not none of this, but he said that it was mostly outside the scope of our class. That we're going to learn how to count it for like one day, but it's not going to be like our CompTIA certification doesn't depend on being able to do this. It might for a single question, but it's not a core skill that we need. It's just a fun little thing that I like knowing. But yeah, with that said, I'm gonna see how this looks, and oh, the Da Vinci thing probably downloaded all the way. Yeah, Da Vinci Resolve. I don't know if that's if you've used this or heard anything about it, but after 5 seconds googling online, that's what was suggested to me. So I'm gonna see if I can edit this or what needs to be edited, and then I honestly might just upload it unedited and let you sort through it yourself. Work on this later. Yeah, it's almost 8 p.m. I'm probably just gonna do that. I'll work on cleaning it up some other time, probably. Bye.